And in another debut from Dana White's Contender Series 2021, we've got the undefeated Genaro Valdez stepping up and fighting Matt Frevola, who is currently on the first 2-fight losing streak of his career, one of those being relatively famous to Terrence McKinney, where he was knocked out in less than 10 seconds, which is not a good look for his chin whatsoever. And he's coming off that loss to Arman Tsarukyan, which doesn't really look that bad, to be honest. I don't think it's win or go home for Matt Frevola, but I think if he does lose this fight, it's not going to be good at all, to be honest. And maybe it is even win or go home for Matt Frevola, actually, considering he's got one win over Luis Pena with split decision, and a win over Jalen Turner by decision as well. Lando Venata majority draw there 3 years ago. So not really. It took a little bit of a gap there. Genaro Valdez, on the other hand, he knocked out Patrick White 9-1, but padded record, guys. Honestly, I'm sorry. I picked Genaro Valdez with a lot of confidence in that Dana White's Contender Series fight, and he kind of disappointed me. Patrick White hurt him in the first round, and that surprised me because Patrick White, very, very padded record. I don't really know how to describe it apart from that. Prior to that, Genaro Valdez had kind of beaten relatively decent competition on his way up. 4-0 there, 8-3 and 6-4. Not really too bad. Definitely high level competition that Patrick White was fighting anyway. But with that aside, man, Genaro Valdez, he could get a knockout over Matt Frevola like he did against Patrick White, as maybe a lot of people could be writing off Matt Frevola's chin. I'm not going to. He's got wins in the UFC. I think we could potentially see a bit of wrestling coming from Matt Frevola's side in this one here. Genaro Valdez, on the other hand, could be looking for the knockout. I think he's probably going to see what Terrence McKinney did in his debut and try and knock him out. But I'm actually going to go with Matt Frevola. I'm going to go with the guy that he may be a big favorite, but he is actually on a 2-fight losing streak. I think he's going to be able to turn it around in this one here. A lot of people picking Valdez by knockout, man, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, I understand the Valdez pick, but I'm going to have to go with Frevola. I do think he's going to bounce back, and I think he's going to win this fight. I think we're probably going to see the win. Come by decision, I think we're just going to see Matt Frevola kind of push up Genaro Valdez on the cage, take him down. I don't really think that Frevola is going to... Actually, that's one thing. Frevola could be very tentative in the feet as well, which could be relatively scary, especially considering he just got knocked out recently. Hopefully he's not overthinking that. Hopefully he's moved on. He's going to be the shorter man in the octagon by 1 inch, but I do see him getting the victory here. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to bounce back against the undefeated Genaro Valdez, who just hasn't quite been UFC tested yet. I think once again it's just a little bit too much too soon for these Dana White's Contender Series guys. I'm pretty sure I picked against Dana White's Contender Series guys all night long, and the Michael Morales fight as well. And the next one I've got Trevin Giles. So yeah, man, let's see.